Stocking of equipments. Introduction. Equipment is elan vital of physical education and sport. Though several interesting activities can be played without any equipment, almost all institutionalized games and sports require standard equipment. In sports like shooting, archery, cycling, etc., equipment accounts for more than 30 to 40% of the athletes' success at competitions. Equipments and materials like supplies are the terms which carry varied meaning in physical education and sport. As a matter of fact, the attitude to consider the equipment one's personal property and having personal belongingness with its life certainly enhances the life of the equipment. The routine care of the equipment includes test check, counting, dusting, cleaning, repair, oiling, greasing, covering, painting, exposing to sun and air, etc. It stands to reason that not all the sports and games equipments can be treated, cleaned, maintained or stored in the same way. The simple reason is that the materials from which the equipment is made, that is leather, rubber, fabric, wood, iron and so forth, require different methods of care, maintenance and storing. Stocking of leather equipments. In the leather good category, leather balls and leather shoes are discussed. The most delicate part of any leather ball is the stitching. The stitch ball needs care in two aspects: air pressure and moisture. The stitching can be protected by relieving the pressure inside the ball between seasons. The methods should be wiping off moisture and then slowly drying the ball when it is wet, then force drying. Leather ball that had been used in mud should be wiped clean with damp cloth and dried at the normal room temperature. Further, leather balls or similar leather equipment should never be placed near a radiator or hot air blower. When the leather of the ball has become harsh and rough because of repeated exposure to moisture, an application of a commercial leather dressing or a light mineral oil is recommended. Leather balls should be partly deflated when stored during vacation or off period. There are three types of formation which accumulates on leather, only one of which is harmful. This is a green mold which rots the leather. In order to save leather articles from green mold, they should be stored in cool and dry place. Wearing football, softball, hockey and track shoes on stone or concrete surfaces should be discouraged. Before leather shoes are stored after the season, they should be cleaned and oiled again in the middle of the year. Now, stocking of rubber equipments. The prominent enemies of rubber are direct sunlight, heat, grease and oil. In case of sunlight and heat, all that can be done is to avoid exposure to sun sources as far as possible. Grease and oil should be removed with soap and warm water. Dry cleaning fluids should never be used on rubber goods. Rubber balls should be stored in a cool and dry box away from heat and sunlight. Now, stocking of wooden equipments. The delicate wooden equipment such as hockey sticks, bats, bows, etc. are built to last for a longer period of time and will do so when they are properly handled and cared for. As far as handling is concerned, they should be used at their appropriate place, and moisture is the main source of difficulty in its care and maintenance. The application of warm linseed oil is recommended whenever the finish of the wood requires it. Equipment should be stored in such a way that any wrapping, that is bending, is prevented. Storage of wooden equipment in a cool and dry place is recommended. Now, stocking cloth uniform. It is very important part of physical education and sports. Clothes such as jersey, shoes, socks, tracksuits, sweatshirts, hoodies, etc. Uniform after use must be properly cleaned and dried properly. So there will not be problems on the clothes like discolor, low quality, etc. It should be kept in position for the further use without any problems. Now, stocking shuttlecocks. It is very delicate equipment and the student should not be permitted to abuse this fragile equipment since the greatest demand to shuttlecocks comes through careless use. Shuttlecocks are also saved when students are prevented from smashing and swinging vigorously until they have developed proper skill and timing. Feather shuttlecocks should be kept in a moist environment since the feather loses their oil in a dry atmosphere. Now, stocking mattresses. Mattress should be washed daily with a mat disinfectant. They will last longer if left flat than rolled, when the rolling of mat is unavoidable. They must be rolled for storage around cylinder to minimize the pressure that is put on the mat surface. Cuts, tears and splits in the mats should be repaired immediately with the repair kit that is provided by the manufacturer. A clean surface to place mat will protect the mat from the damage. It is recommended that transporter be used when moving large number of wrestling and judo mats. Stocking of swimming equipments. Without proper stocking and maintenance, even the finest infrastructure may become useless and non-functional. Therefore, to get the maximum utilization in the most effective manner of the rare facilities of swimming pool, care and maintenance is of utmost importance. The following points will help in stocking the equipments. Number 1. The swimming pool should be rearranged immediately after their use for special occasions, function, competition, etc. Number 2. Minor repair of pools, especially tiles of the pool floor, may need immediate attention to avoid foot injury of the users. Number 3. Regular cleanliness of the deck of the pool, gutters, overflow water canals, etc. is very important to maintain the quality of water as well as good hygienic condition of the pool. Number 4. Proper security arrangements are must for swimming pool for the safety of lives as well as property. Number 5. Special attention should be given to service areas, that is toilets, urinals, showers, change room, stores, etc. It can become a source of many infections, diseases, foul smell and unhygienic place to enter. Number 6. Immediate attention should be paid to electrical fitting. Slight negligence may result in danger of life and property. It needs regular checking, care and maintenance. Number 7. Proper security arrangements are must for swimming pool for the safety of lives as well as property. Number 8. In case of financial constraint, effort should be made to generate financial resources through these facilities. The facilities are having a potential to generate financial resources to meet the care and maintenance obligations. Now, stocking track equipments. Metal swords, javelin, high jump and pole vault uprights, steel bars for high jump, and pole vault measuring tapes, that is steel, etc., need special care. However, before storing off for longer duration, they should be cleaned properly, ensuring that there is no dust or moisture on them. Otherwise, it will invite many damaging sources. Ground maintenance equipments, that is lawn movers, rollers, lime powder machine, marking machine, grass cutting short, sickles, scrub master, cutter, etc. Ground maintenance equipment is used throughout the year. However, must depends upon the programs of the physical education and sports being run by the institution. All the equipments used for the maintenance of groups need regular care and maintenance of ground needs regular care and maintenance. Most of the equipment is made of iron and steel, which is to be saved from the rust and moisture when lying in the store. During daily use, it is otherwise being cleaned. Lawn movers need special care and maintenance during use and in storing condition as well. Regular oiling and greasing of bearing, cleaning, change of fuse, change of oil, sharpening of cutters, timely overhauling, etc. are the major functions to be carried out as a part of care and maintenance of ground maintenance equipment of gadgets. Repair of equipments. The head or the chairman of the Department of Physical Education and Sports would profit by investigating thoroughly the possibilities of repairing the equipments rather than by placing the equipments with new equipment. Keeping in view the economy measure, if the equipment of any kind needs repair at the normal cost as compared to its original cost or the cost of the new items to be purchased, it must be done immediately from the company or any expert. It is more advisable to auction all equipment and replace it with the new equipments. Now, disposal of damaged equipments. Number 1. At the close of the year or when necessary, a stock verification committee of 3 to 5 members should be appointed to undertake physical verification of all consumable, semi-consumable and non-consumable equipment, movable and fixtures. Number 2. Within the given time frame, the committee should inspect all items physically as registered in the stock, register or inventories and submit a detailed report to the head of the institution, giving a clear picture of the equipment or checked. That is, number of articles, serviceable, unserviceable, repairable, lost, in excess or missing. Number 3. The storekeeper. Thereafter shall record the value of all articles rendered unserviceable, lost or missing and put up the details to the competent authority, that's principal or head, who may order writing of the articles in question from the stock register and hence their disposal. Number 4. The disposal committee may be disposed of the condemned material in the following manner. A. Semi-used or half serviceable equipment may be disposed of by calling bids or auction. The proceeds are to be deposited in the institution's account. B. Obsolete or semi-usable balls, etc. may be given out in charity to needy institutions or the individuals. C. Neither usable or auctionable articles may be consigned to fire and the proceedings recorded accordingly. D. Some articles may be recycled into use for purposes other than those they were actually meant for. Now the number 5. The equipment lost or misplaced has to be properly recorded and also written off. The losses not on account of wear and tear and depreciation but due to A. Theft or fraud, B. Negligence, C. Natural calamities with fire, flood, rains, etc. D. Inadvertent costs may be suitably accounted for. Number 6. All entries in the stock register from the receipt or equipment to be disposal must be initiated by a superior officer other than the storekeeper as a measure of check and trust. Number 7. It should be ensured that the disposed of materials do not get backdoor entry to the store surreptitiously to replace the new. Now here comes the conclusion of today's topic. From the concluding point of view, the stock taking and storing of equipment are as important as procurement of materials, equipment and supplies. Nowadays, most of the equipments used in sports are very expensive due to steep price rise. The purchase of sports equipments goes beyond the budgetary reach of the institution. Some sports items or fitness and training machines are purchased rarely and in minimum quantity due to their prohibitive cost. Therefore, the users should learn to conserve, preserve, and properly utilize the equipment. Thank you so much.